Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I want to tell you a story, but I have a sore throat. But still, I really wanted to share this story with all of you. I'm sorry if my voice doesn't sound good, but this story has a big lesson and I didn't want to miss telling it. So, friends, this story changed the way I think about life. It's a story about an 11-year-old boy named Taha, a boy who thought money and pride made him important until life showed him what real greatness means. Taha lived in a big city. His father was a businessman, his mother a kind and gentle woman. They gave him everything: the best school, expensive shoes, a big room full of toys and gadgets. But inside, Taha had become cold. He didn't respect anyone who had less than him. He talked to servants rudely, ignored poor people, and argued with his parents whenever they tried to correct him. If his mother said, "Taha, say thank you to the maid," he had rolled his eyes and mumbled, "She's just doing her job." If his father said, "Always tell the truth, son," he had laugh and reply, "Dad, a small lie doesn't hurt anyone." He was confident, but not in a good way, arrogant, careless, and full of pride. And yet, deep inside, Taha was empty. One Sunday morning, Taha's mother asked him to go with her to the market. He didn't want to. "Mom, please. It's hot outside and that place smells bad. Can't the driver go?" She looked at him curtly and said, "Sometimes we need to see the world that's different from ours, Taha. It teaches us things that books can't." He groaned, but went anyway. The market was crowded and noisy. People sold vegetables, clothes, and fruits on wooden carts. Taha held his nose and muttered, "Why do these people live like this? It's so dirty." "You..." His mother stopped walking. She looked at him and said gently, "Because they don't have the choices you have, my son. They work hard to feed their children. Never judge someone for struggling. Respect them for trying." Taha stayed quiet. He didn't reply. But somewhere inside, those words sank in. A few minutes later, a little boy, about Taha's age, came running barefoot, carrying a tray of samosas. He smiled shyly and said, "Auntie, do you want to buy? 10 rupees only." His hands were dirty, his clothes torn, but his eyes were bright. Taha stared at him, shocked. His mother smiled at the boy and said, "Sure, beta, give me 4. As the boy counted them, Taha asked coldly, "Why are you working here? Don't you go to school?" The boy smiled again and said, "My father is sick, so I sell samosas." I will study when he gets better. Taha didn't say anything. That night, when he lay in bed, he thought about the boy's smile. He had so little and yet he smiled. Taha had everything and he really did. The next day, Taha's life took another turn. In school, his teacher announced, "Children, tomorrow we will collect donations for the orphanage. Please bring something, toys, books, or clothes." Everyone agreed excitedly, but Taha whispered to his friend, "I'm not giving anything. Those orphans should work, not beg." He didn't know his teacher heard that. She looked at him sadly and said, "Taha, kindness never makes you small. Arrogance always does." The next morning, his mother packed a bag of his old clothes. "Taha, take this to school. It's for the orphanage drive." Taha frowned. "But Mom, these are my clothes. Why give them away?" She sighed. "Because someone else needs them now. Allah gives us so we can share." He didn't want to argue more, so he picked up the bag carelessly and went. On the way, he saw that same little boy from the market running to catch a bus, still barefoot. Taha looked at the bag of clothes in his hand and felt something heavy in his heart. He called out, "Hey, come here." The boy stopped. Taha opened the bag and pulled out a pair of shoes. "Here, these will fit you." The boy's eyes widened. He whispered, "Really, for me?" Taha nodded slowly. The boy took them, hugged them to his chest and said softly, "Allah bless you, brother." As the bus drove away, Taha stood still, staring at his empty hands. But for the first time, he didn't feel like he had lost something. He felt peaceful. A few weeks later came the most important lesson of his life. One night, Taha was sitting on his phone, laughing at videos, when his father walked in. "Taha, come here, beta. I want to talk." "Later, Dad. I'm busy." "Now, please," his father said calmly. Taha sighed and put down the phone. His father said, "Your teacher called today. She said you cheated in the class test." Taha's face turned red. "No, I didn't. She is lying." But his father didn't get angry. He just looked at him quietly and said, "Taha, when you lie, the only person you hurt is yourself." Taha shouted, "I told you I didn't," and stormed off to his room. That night, he couldn't sleep. The truth kept echoing in his mind. He had cheated. He had cheated. He had cheated. He had written a few answers from his friend's sheet. In the morning, he saw his father praying Fajr quietly. Something inside him broke. He went to him, tears in his eyes. Dad, I lied. I did cheat. His father looked at him, then smiled gently. I know, my son. I was just waiting for you to tell the truth. Taha whispered, I'm sorry, Dad. His father hugged him tightly. That's what makes me proud. Taha, not your marks, but your honesty. That day, Taha went to school and told his teacher the truth. She forgave him, but asked him to write on the board. A lie may give comfort for a moment, but truth gives peace forever. When Taha finished writing, he looked at the sentence for a long time. He smiled softly. He understood now. Days turned into weeks, and everyone began to notice the new Taha. He helped his classmates. He greeted the school guard every morning. He said please and thank you without being told. And whenever he saw a poor person, he remembered that little boy from the market. At home, he listened to his parents with respect. If his mother called, he came quickly. If his father spoke, he listened quietly. His mother often looked at him and smiled. You have changed, my son. What happened? Taha would reply softly. Life taught me, Mama. Now, whenever Taha saw someone struggling, he didn't look down. He stepped forward to help. And that is a good thing. He learned that truth makes your heart light, respect brings love, and obeying your parents brings blessings. And that's how Taha found real greatness, not in money, not in pride, but in being a good human being. So, my friends, if you ever feel like lying to escape trouble, don't. If you ever think someone is less than you, remember, you're only better when you're humble. And if your parents advise you, listen. They never want anything except what's best for you. So, my friends, the story is finished. The lesson I got from this story is truth keeps your heart clean, respect makes you loved, and obedience brings you peace. And what you have learned? Please tell me in the comment box. If you like this story that I have told you in a short thought, please like. You need to like whatever happens. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for the new updates. Take care for this season because this season is getting everyone sick. So take care. Allah Hafiz and be safe.